tired of this place. I'm gonna get out of here as soon as I can. Please help me. I'm losing my mind. Please. Alright, I am back for another thing. Is that a couple of days ago, or weeks for now, I released a video that me ranting about the problems with public domain themed horror movies and how dog shit they are. Like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and its sequel, Blood and Honey 2, Cinderella's Revenge, and other kind of shit. And yeah, basically I want to make this video is to do something different with the stupid shit of making public domain themed horror movies of fairy tale characters and making them look like bootleg versions of iconic characters. There's like, Winnie the Pooh, you're not... What are you trying to be? Leatherface? Is Maxine? Or the Redwood Killer? But bruh, you are not doing this shit. Instead, I'm just gonna do something different. Instead of me thinking about how dog shit the next movies in the Poohniverse and probably the next versions of other beloved characters there's gonna be. Instead, I just want to do something different. Instead of me dog shitting on everything, or do a similar thing like the Angry Video Game Nerd, or shitting on Bugs Bunny. Instead, I just want to do something unique. Instead, what happens when you use some of these fairy tales, not make a fucking horror movie about them, instead, use them as inspirations for new kind of horror movies. Like, using these fairy tale characters to create new horror movies. Like, original horror movies inspired by these fairy tales. Like, none of these fairy tale themed horror movies, these are not, like, you know, fucking scary. I know it's gory, I know it's bloody, but that's not what it means to be a fucking horror movie. Like, seriously. Instead of having something like, you know, Cinderella's Revenge, instead we're gonna make a new horror slasher killer. Make him wear a glass mask, but we all know how glass hurts on your face. Instead, making him use another mask to cover his face. And also, fun fact, Cinderella decided to roast the shit out of her stepmother and stepsisters. And also in the book, the stepmother asked her fucking daughters to cut their big ass toes. Like, god damn, that's way more gorier than Winnie the Pooh blood and shit honey. Neat. Basically, what I'm saying is, use those things in the books to inspire some kills for this movie. Like, imagine this. You're the main character, or the bitch character, is trapped and she's trying to put on some bunch of shoes. And then the killer rips her fucking toes off. And then he does the same thing to his stepmom. by burning her alive. Ew. Like, he goes around wearing his glass-wearing mask and starting burning the hell out of everyone. But don't worry, nothing happens to Cinderella in the end. But to the killer, but the final girl, who was going to be roasting the shit by taking off his extra mask and breaking his glass mask and stabbing him with him. And so yeah, that's basically what I think that a horror movie inspired by Cinderella should be like. And now let's get to another fairy tale with some messed up origins. Is that we all know Little Red Riding Hood. Like, she goes to see her grandma, and then a big bad wolf decides to try to fool her, and then the lumberjack guy gets the werewolf the hell out of there, and Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma decides to eat the food. But there are a couple of versions of this story that will traumatize you. Is that in this version of Little Red Riding Hood, the wolf kills her grandma, and then makes Little Red Riding Hood eat her grandma. Like, yuck. This is Hannibal Lecter kind of shit. And yes, and this makes her become a cannibal. Yes, Little Red Riding Hood became a cannibal because of the big bad fucking wolf. And then in another version, the wolf used his manipulation skills to get Little Red Riding Hood to, I'm not gonna go for this. I'm just gonna say they slept. Yes, the wolf did something to Little Red by making her do the stuff with him. So basically what I'm saying is after those events of Little Red Riding Hood, an older, taller Little Red Riding Hood, but always gets reminded by people that she slept with the big bad wolf and eaten her grandma. And every single Halloween, she sees someone dressing up as a werewolf or a wolf man. She gets reminded of those days of the big bad wolf. And finally, on one Halloween night, she decides to go on a rampage and kill people who decide to dress up as the big bad wolf. So yeah, basically, instead of making a cash grab of iconic characters that recently entered the public domain, instead use them as inspiration to create something new and good. So yeah, that's basically what this video is. If you have any ideas for good horror movies, please with fairy tale influences, leave it down in the comment section below. And also I had to make videos so I can keep on working on my shorts. So yeah. Stay tuned for the next videos. Peace out.